Zoom's hidden gem, could it reach $160? The market has long undervalued Zoom, ZM, as a legacy tool. However, as of late January 2026, it has effectively become a strategic AI holding company. With a massive stake in the world's most trusted AI firm and a fortress of cash, Zoom is positioned for a fundamental re-rating toward a $160 target. The Anthropic catalyst, from $51 million to a $350 billion target. Zoom's recent 11.2% stock surge, hitting a 52-week high of $97.26 on January 26, 2026, is the direct result of Baird analysts surfacing a hidden gem on the balance sheet, 4.3. The return. In 2023, Zoom made a $51 million investment in Anthropic. With Anthropic currently finalizing a $20 billion raise at a $350 billion valuation, Baird estimates Zoom's stake is now worth $2 billion to $4 billion, a staggering 78x return, 4.4. The verified gain. This is not a paper theory. In its Q3 FY 2026 report, November 24, 2025, Zoom recognized a $406.1 million gain on strategic investments. This mark-to-market adjustment contributed $1.33 to GAAP EPS, proving the investment is already driving earnings growth, 4.3. The de-risking event, Microsoft's January 7, 2026 integration. The most verifiable proof of Anthropic's enterprise dominance is its new status within the Microsoft ecosystem. Official subprocessor status. On January 7, 2026, Microsoft officially onboarded Anthropic as a subprocessor, 2.1.5.2. The default on policy. For most commercial tenants, Claude models are now enabled by default in Microsoft 365 Copilot. This moves Anthropic under Microsoft's Standard Data Protection Addendum, DPA, allowing law firms and banks to use Claude without separate security terms, 2.1.2.3. Feature integration. Claude now powers specific high-stakes features including Agent Mode in Excel and Deep Research Agents in Word and PowerPoint, 2.3.5.1. Sector dominance, the path to a $1T valuation. Anthropic's valuation is scaling because it is the safety standard for trillion-dollar, zero-error industries. Medical, the JPM 26 milestone. At the J.P. Morgan Healthcare Conference, January 11, 2026, Anthropic launched Claude for Healthcare 1.1.2. The Edge. This HIPAA-ready platform includes native connectors to the CMS coverage database and ICD-10 codes. The Zoom Link, Zoom's partner Suki, valued at $500 million, utilizes these connectors to automate clinical documentation for health systems like Stanford Healthcare and Banner Health, 1.2.6.1. 2. Legal and finance, the context moat. Claude's 200K plus token context window allows it to analyze entire court transcripts or 300-page tax filings in one pass, a feat GPT-based models still struggle with in terms of coherence over long-form data, 2.1.4.2. 3. Salesforce and autonomous agents. Salesforce's 2026 Agentforce strategy has moved AI from assistants to autonomous agents. The reasoning engine. Salesforce uses Claude's superior chain-of-thought reasoning to power agents that independently execute multi-step processes like processing insurance claims or qualifying leads, 3.1.3.2. 4. Technical setup, the 3.3-day trap. Hedge funds that shorted Zoom on the declining revenue narrative are now caught in a technical vice. Short interest. Zoom's short interest carries 3.3 days to cover as of late January 2026, 4.1. The buyback news. Zoom's board authorized an incremental $1 billion share repurchase program in November 2025, on top of its $7.9 billion cash reserve, 4.1. The catalyst, as Zoom aggressively shrinks the float, news of an Anthropic IPO filing could trigger a parabolic move toward the $160 range as shorts scramble for a dwindling supply of shares. Five, sum of the parts SOTP, valuation, the $160 path. Asset. EST value, January 2026. Logic. Cash and equivalents. $7.9 billion. Reported Q3 FI 2026, 4.1. Anthropic stake. $2 billion to $4 billion. Baird estimate based on $350 billion round, 4.4. Core software business. $15.0 billion. Based on 12x FCF, $1.2 billion annual profit, 4.1. Total target value. $28B market cap. Core business valued at nearly zero. Final verdict, at a market cap of $28B, if you subtract the cash, $7.9 billion, and the Anthropic stake, $4 billion, the core business, which generates $600 million plus in FCF per quarter, is being valued at nearly zero. A simple re-rating to the industry average puts the stock squarely in the $160 plus range. Disclaimer: this analysis is for informational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or investment advice. The $160 price target is a mathematical projection based on a sum of the parts SOTP valuation model as of January 28, 2026, and is not a guarantee of future performance. Stock investments carry inherent risks, including the potential loss of principal. The author is an AI, and while this report utilizes verified data and citations, it should be used as a starting point for your own research. Always consult with a certified financial advisor before making significant investment decisions. References and citations.